Hello guys, it is an emergency video as well again, but it's not a positive video. It's actually a very sad news coming from Ukrainian national selection. We knew everybody, we've been in such an ecstase having Maruv winning the national competition in Ukraine, and I've been extremely honored to be in her promo video clip, presented in front of before her performance on a stage, and it happens 3 times. It's holy number 3.
С ума от Йохита.
Damn, I like it. She's so
Very, very catchy.
damn. This is what Eurovision needs.
I like it. Powerful women.
Ukraine should not be scared of sending Maruv.
Французский певец, его зовут Мосин. Он подумал, что я уже еду от Украины.
But unfortunately, I've been extremely disturbed by the latest news where Maruv posted on her Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr account regarding the whole situation running on now in Ukraine. She, as you may know or not, the main channel, STB from Ukraine, who is sponsoring the stars, the celebrities who are going to to the final competition of Eurovision, has presented her contract. So what was the point? This contract was extremely disturbing from many aspects, beginning with economical and financial aspects of supporting and sponsoring the representatives of Ukraine, and ending up with the political and propagandistic messages. So the latest news was about, it came in the morning when Maruv has told in social media that she is going to have a very important discussions with the government and with their TV channels. After the prime minister, it was not the prime minister, it was vice minister of Ukraine, talking directly and publicly about how disgraceful it was to have Maruv winning the national competition. So we know that Maruv has been signed with Warner Music Russia. So her album and her music goes under the label of Warner Music, which has their headquarters in Russia. So basically, she's kind of representing that label, a Russian label in Ukraine. She has also been accusing of having concerts in Russia, which also serves as a very negative image for the government and for Ukraine itself at this moment. So to those who know or not, Ukraine has been practically in a war with Russia after the occupation of Crimea. And it's a very tragic and very sensible moment of the history of Ukraine, because there has been thousands of young boys dying for no reason whatsoever in Crimea. As the main idea and message of having Crimea occupied was a fascist Ukraine, which is such a ridiculous and absurd claims, as well as a pro-Russian ideology running in Crimea. So it's a huge big problems, and it's a problem that is obviously is going to be current and very actual in the Ukraine itself, and it got involved in Eurovision. Of course, Eurovision is not about politics, but you cannot deny the social and cultural aspects of the current country, considering the state of emergency in which Ukraine is now being at military with Russia. So the main point of Vice Minister of Ukraine is that Maruv is not a representative and cannot be a representative of Ukraine, since she has been having many roots with Russia. On some level, there is a pro-Russian, movement and a pro-Russian image sending to Eurovision. That's how it's been seen, this whole situation. Maruv was asked to sign a contract which has a huge penalty. It's about 2 million Ukrainian hryvnia. 2 million hryvnia, it's quite a lot. It's about $500,000. So in that contract, she's been signed that she was supposed to say some things. She was directed what to talk on specific topics. She was having a very little sponsoring from STB, the government state channel. And at one point, she texted during the day that she is ready to sponsor herself, so she doesn't need the financial investments. She can do it on her own. But there was a lot of censorship rules that she must obey while talking or discussing in the competition. Maruv has mentioned in her tweet that she is not ready to do a propagandistic, to make propagandistic remarks during her participation in the competition, even though she accepted to cancel all the tours and concerts in Russia, which I believe it's already, a big, action taken. She has claimed that she was born in Ukraine and she's feeling an Ukrainian and she wants proudly to represent Ukraine, but unfortunately she feels like her democratic and free speech is being harshened by this censorship that the state government is proposing her to sign in. So at the end, recently, just now, we have found out that Maruv has decided not to sign this contract. So this automatically disqualified her from representing Ukraine. I don't know if that's the confirmed information, but the second coming as a result in the national competition of Ukraine was Freedom Jazz. They also have refused to participate in competition, and Kaska probably would be the band that's going to represent Ukraine. And there are many it's not the bad things, but many concerns, because this, having Maruv a public favorite disqualified, obviously it angered a huge mass of Ukrainians. Of course, I cannot say about the whole country. We can only mention the Eurovision fans. They were very much disgraced about this movement. And if Kaska will accept this competition, this action, or this idea, I do believe that it can harm very much her reputation, which has already been very downgraded because of her online policies. So it's been extremely sad news because Maruv has such a beautiful, creative, as I've mentioned, youthful, very talented, very innovative, very porno but erotico, daring performance. There was something that Eurovision hasn't seen so far, and having her disqualified, it's a huge loss, not only for Ukraine but also for the Europe, because I do really believe Maruv could be even hotter than Nicki Minaj or Cardi B at that moment, and her presence on Eurovision could have arisen a lot of interest from the overseas, as it is Latin America or North America, United States, Canada, or Mexico. So guys, we will follow up the news, and I hope that these issues can be resolved and there can be compromises, and I hope that Maruv will go to the final and she will be able and freed to express her view and creativity at Eurovision 2019. Thank you so much for being with me tonight. Please comment down below what do you think about this situation. Please consider that it is understandable why Ukrainian government are promoting these issues, since Ukraine is being a really very bad political relation with Russia, and obviously that comes as a consequences of Russia attack and Russian annexation of Crimea. What do you think it's right and what do you think it's wrong? Because there is truth on both sides. I do want to ask you nicely not to send hate to Jamala, because there are many points. I think that she even was asked to ask this question, but it was obviously that people are going to ask this question, and I don't think that she really meant to say something bad. She gave a firm question which Maruv would have been asked at Eurovision, and I don't think that she deserved this hate, but we've got to this situation where everything is so unclear, unfortunately. What do you think it should happen? Should Maruv get a compromise with the government? Should Ukraine be banned to participate in this year? Should Kaska represent Ukraine this year? And what do you think would be the resolve and the correct solution at this problem? And how do you see this movement coming from Ukrainian government? Please, thank you so much for being with me, and we'll see you in the next video.